Hi everybody, I hope all of you are fine. On this video session, let us understand the new topic of the nature and significance of management, that is levels of management and functions of management. The levels of management will come for 1 mark as well as for the 5 marks, which you can call as a practical oriented questions section E, and the functions of management will come for the 8 marks. So let us understand each topic in depth. Levels of management. The below diagram showing the levels of management. The pyramid says that it is consist of 3 levels of the management. First level, top level management or top management, middle management, operational management. The other side, you can see there the board of directors, managing directors, chairman, president, vice president, chief executive officer, general manager, chief finance officer. They all are the example for the top management. For the middle management, all functional department managers, that is production manager, purchase manager, sales manager, marketing manager and HR manager. And last one, that is lower level management or operational management, examples foremen and supervisors. Next topic, the functions of management. See, functions of the management is described as a process of planning, organizing, staffing, directing, and the final, that is controlling. The efforts of organizational members and of using the organizational resources to achieve a specific goals. So here every manager's main efforts is to performing these all functions. So they have to go with each and every functions in a proper way and achieve the organizational goals. So basically to achieve a specific goal of the organization, these all functions are very important. Let us understand each function in depth. First one, planning. In general, planning means deciding in advance what to do, how to do. So the planning is a function of the determining in advance what is to be done and who is to do it. So deciding in advance what has to be done and from whom it is must be taking a work. So everything will be well decided. This implies setting the goals in advance and developing a way of achieving them efficiently and effectively. So this statement says that basically the planning will starts from setting the goal in advance and developing the way. The way is nothing but the process how to achieve the those goals. So how can you achieve with effectively and efficiently? Effectively, that is end result. It is only concerns with how it effective the planning, and also efficiently in the sense doing a correct task with a minimum cost. So you have to consider the whatever you are doing that must be correct. I can say you should not be involved with the trial and error method. So you then only you can be the you can done your particular work in a minimum cost. So for that reason, every work must be completed within efficiently. Next one, that is organizing. After planning, you have to do the function of the organizing. That organizing is the management functions of assigning duties, grouping tasks, establishing authority and allocating the resources required to carry out a specific plan. So here you can consider these are the assigning duty, grouping task are the steps of the organizing, where first thing you have to assign the duty, who has to do and how they has to do. So everything you have to assign the particular terms and conditions of the plannings, how to achieve the goal. Next comes that is grouping the task. So the manager has to group the task which will be having a similar activity. Establishing the authority, that who has to command to whom. The authority is nothing but the power. So you have to create a authority relationship among the workers, so they whom they have to report it back, and from whom they have to take a work. Later, the last thing, allocating the resources. So to achieve the specific plan or goal of the organization, you must allocate the resources. Next point, that is same thing. Once a specific plan has been established for accomplishment of the organizational goal, the organizing functions examine the activity and resources required to implement the plan. So here two things, the organizing function has to examine the activity, that what kind of the activity should be incurred and what are the resources are required for that activity, they have to examine for the implementing the plan. Next one, third functions of the management, that is staffing. One of the most important function of the management. Staffing simply stated that it is finding the right people for the right job. So here the main work of the staffing function is to identify a prospective employee for the organization. A very important aspect of management is to make sure that the right people with the right qualifications are available at the right places and time to accomplish the goals of the organization. So here this says that the right people for the right qualification with the right qualification, they are available at the right places and time. It is easy for the organization to achieve the goal. Next one, that is directing. The fourth functions of the management is directing, and this is also one of the important compared with the other functions of the management. So here directing involves the leading, influencing and motivating the employees to perform the task assigned to them. So here everybody, you cannot say that they are expert and they know each and every aspect of the jobs. So for that reason there's something, I can say someone should be there to guide them. So for that reason the directing functions should be existing in the organization. So directing involves of leading. That is nothing but the leader must be there in the organization when it is a group activity. And influencing. So one has to influence the others by encouraging them and motivating, that encouraging the others to work in a proper way and achieve their assigned target. So immediately it will be effect on the end result of the organization. This requires the establishing an atmosphere that encourages the employees to do their best. So, if the proper directing, that guiding, influencing, and motivating the employees, so definitely they can encourage themselves to perform their best. So, they can give their best to the organization. Motivation and leadership are the main two elements of the, I can say, important elements of the direction. So I can say the directing also includes of the communication effectively as well as the supervising the employees at the work. So there are mainly four key elements in that which is too important, that is motivation and leadership. So for every organization there must be a proper motivation in terms of financially or in terms of non financially, and the proper leader should be there, a good quality of the leader should be there in the organization to guide the employees. And also it should incur with a effective communication in the organization. So effective communications will leads to employees will not go with a resistance for the changes. So effective communications will make them in a confidence, and it will bring the confidence among the workers to accept that particular changes in the organization. And also they have to supervise the workers or employees. Supervising, that is observing the each and every workers and giving the feedback for their work. So they have to appoint some supervisors to each department. Last one, that is controlling. So controlling is the management functions of monitoring the organizational performance towards the attainment of organizational goal. So here it will monitor the each and every organizational performance, that is end result. So if any deviations there, they it will be can say to find the best solution for that deviations. So the task of the controlling involves the establishing the standard of the performance and measuring the current performance. You can say it as the actual performance. Comparing this with the established standard and taking a corrective action where any deviations is found. So this statement says that a controlling involves these activity. Firstly, is it will establish a standards. So for each and every work, it will establish a standards. That standards will be useful at the end. Okay, and let the workers do their job. Will later we will get a current performance, or you can say the actual performance. After that, the one has to make a comparison with the actual performance minus standard performance. So after making a comparison, whatever the differences you will find, that differences you have to take a corrective actions. So here deviations are nothing but the differences. So this completes the functions of management, which will become for the 8 marks question. So here you need to explain each and every points along with the introduction and conclusion. If you have any doubts regarding these two topics, that is levels of management and the functions of the management, you can reach me by the WhatsApp or contact number. Thank you.